Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing some more Metroid Prime 2. Now, at the end of the first video, we still hadn't collected a single item, and we were up to 3% of scans. Then in the last video, we only collected one item, so by the end of the second video, we still only had one item total. But we did so much scanning that we're up to 13% logbook scans. We went up 10% in the last video. Can we play the game yet? I would like to play the game. But it's at least good to see that we're getting all those scans out of the way. Anyways, let's head further into the Great Temple here. And a great temple it is. Hopefully. Interesting. And this big one is the same scan as those little ones. I can scan these ones here without crossing the room. Hybernetic stasis chambers. Alright, so some people are sleeping in these chambers. Just sleeping and waiting. There's another one of those doors that we can't open. And over here is another one of them that has a different color hologram. But I'd say it's about time for us to go through this room. And we've got dark splinters, but we've already scanned them, so... Yeah, this part kind of reminds me of the part in Prime 1 where you've got to fight a few beetles, you know, right before fighting the plated beetle. I may be foreshadowing something that's about to happen. But, you know, you could kind of tell by that big cocoon up there. Is there anything I can scan while we're locked in here? No, there's nothing special to scan. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Now, scan this guy now. This is your only chance. And you don't get much time to do it. Morphology, Alpha Splinter. Alpha male of a war pack. Gigantic predator. Very swift and strong. It uses ramming attacks to defeat its foes, just like a plated beetle. So yeah, we've got a little boss here. He's actually doing some damage to me. I gotta watch out. And we could speed that up with missiles. But we don't need to. And now, he's infected with dark stuff, which means he's a new scan, which you also only have this one chance to get. Morphology, Dark Alpha Splinter. Alpha male of a Darkling war pack. Gigantic predator with symbiote enhanced strength, speed, and armor. There we go. Now we've got the boss health bar there. It doesn't take too long to get his health down. The missiles don't even do that much damage. Wow. And now we're out of them. But yeah, this thing is just shooting this dark stuff at us. And defeating it has dropped this item. Unknown technology. That was a very useful scan. System alert, unknown item acquired. Alien technology is bonded to armor systems. Threat scan complete, no negative impact on suit performance. So yeah, we could continue forward, but if we turn around, we see that the door we took to come here is now blocked by another one of these doors of yet another color. So we have 3 different doors with 3 different colored holograms on them here. And the only way we can go is this way. We can't even go back the way we came. Scan this thing, even though we don't really need to. Scan as much as I can. I'm sure you've noticed. Do not be afraid. I am U-Mos, Sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear our world's peril. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet Ether. Exploding with great force, a rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over the world. Where once there was one ether, there were now 2, one of light and one of shadow, each existing in its own dimension. It was the end of peace on Ether, for a new race was born that day on the Dark World, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the J-Fme. The J-Fme are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Ether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world and half for theirs. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Before you arrived, the J-Fme had stolen a device from us, one that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us restore our world. You're our only hope, Samus. Should we fall, the Ain will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be their next victims. The Ain have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Ether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I have also updated your Translator module. You can now access devices and doors coded with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Prepare well for your journey. The Ain now know you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of ether shine upon you. So, this is the first time in a Metroid game we've encountered another living person. I mean, in Fusion we kind of had... Well, look at this. That's cool. But yeah, in Fusion we had the computer Adam to talk to. But he's not really a person. I mean, he kind of is, but like... And then there was also that other officer, but we only talked to him through the computer, like that Galactic Federation member. So this is the first time that we've really encountered a living character we can talk to. So yeah, that's a pretty big deal. Let's scan some stuff. Morphology, Luminoth, U-Mos. Indigenous sentient species of planet Ether. Subject is U-Mos, a sentinel of the Luminoth, guardian of his species and this sacred temple. Alright, I was kind of skimming through what I just went past there. And yeah, it's saying that he's pretty strong and he's, you know, doing this work while his other people are in stasis. We saw the stasis tanks earlier. There's the light of ether right there, at least what's left in this world that wasn't stolen by the Ain yet. Initial analysis complete. Chamber holds a collection of several types of energy. Notable types include solar, bio, and geothermal energy. Unable to measure exact power levels within current scan equipment.
Recording to logbook.
This one's important. Object analysis complete. This is a regional energy controller. Unit regulates planetary energy in this sector and is linked to a global energy network. So yeah, these things... Basically, we want to use these things to transfer and store the energy, but this at one already has the light energy. So like if we go to our map, These two areas are kind of treated as the same area, that's why they're both purple. But yeah, the Great Temple here contains the energy from the Great Temple and the Temple Grounds. So we have our light here. Also, I noticed that we have a new thing in our inventory, which is, of course, the energy transfer module. So I'll get this stuff on the screen quick. But yeah, we've got 2 dimensions to go between, light ether and dark ether. And we were briefly in dark ether, in a room that we never get to go back to and never gets added to our map, but that's where we encountered Dark Samus. So now that our translator has been updated, we can scan these violet holograms. I don't think there's anything else to find around here, but I'll give it a brief look. But yeah, so we can do those violet holograms now. So we can open those doors, and this one here should give us lore. Now when it comes to the Luminoth lore here, in the trilogy version, and probably in like PAL versions and stuff, the Luminoth lore was like, the locations of the Luminoth lore was swapped with the locations of other Luminoth lore, compared to the, you know, North American GameCube version that I'm playing. So if you're playing this game, some of the lore might be located in different places depending on your version, but it should all be the same. So it shouldn't be like in Prime 1, where I had to be like, this is the North American GameCube version of the log, and here's the actual version of, like, the canon version of the log that other regions got, and later versions got, you know, so thankfully all the logs, I'm pretty sure, are the same between versions on this game. But anyways, let's read it quick. This one's called Origins. It is told that the Luminoth were not born of ether, but of the stars. In the early days, we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds. The Nekren, the Yilla, and the Chozo. Among them... Oh, I read that wrong. And the Chozo among them. Each of them, we found, had claimed a homeworld and formed a deep bond with it. In time, we decided to do the same. Of course, we know the Chozo, but it'd be nice to meet the Nekrin and the Yilla at some point. I doubt that we will, but who knows, maybe that'll be a thing in Prime 4 or some future Prime game. Or heck, even the 2D ones, although I highly doubt that. So, yeah, we can talk to this guy again. I think he'll just say the same stuff. Or summarize it. The temple in Agon's dark shadow holds what you seek. Return the missing energy before Agon is lost forever to the Ain. Okay. Will do. And now that we've got our violet translator, we still can't quite get back out of here the way we came, but we at least have a way out of here. Because that way is the way we came. But the violet translator lets us through this way. Pathway to Agon. Beyond the pathway to Agon, sector lies. Hello, what are you? That's a mechanism? Seemed like some energy creature to me, but okay, it's a mechanism. Mechanism, Lightflyer. Light-generating flyer. Target mechanoid is quite durable. It can fire bursts of energy in combat. Takes a few bit of hits, but, you know, it's not difficult. It's nothing like hiding behind the step or anything. I know there's something like that at the start of Ether. Or, not Ether, at the start of Agon. Ether's the planet we're on. But before we get to Agon, we have to go back down to whatever it's called, the sanctuary, or no, what is it called? The temple grounds. Man, I don't like all the web-like things around. Look, it looks like it has eggs in it. Ugh. Yeah, I would not like walking around this place. Anyways, we can open this up. Oh. We are back into a place that we were at before. And we have a missile to get into that door. Okay, well, we shouldn't have too much to scan here since we've already been here. I don't think I have any way of getting up there yet, so I guess let's fight some dark splinters, I guess. Defeat them before they turn dark, because they get kind of annoyingly difficult when they turn dark. I mean, not necessarily that hard, but they take a lot of hits. Okay, what's in here? Why, look at that. It's an energy tank. Permanently increases your maximum energy capacity by 100 units. So now we go from 99 max health to 199. Nice. There should be 14 of those in the game, I'm pretty sure. Now here's the part where I'm unsure what direction we should be going in. So Ether would be over this way, so that's the way we want to go. Or is Ether this way? This is where the Galactic Federation people were. Which means we blocked off this path. So yeah, we want to go back this way. Okay, back out here. I see a scannable thing. Winch system malfunction. Control system is not responding. Unable to return container with winch system. Yeah, we did that, didn't we? We messed that up. Intentionally. Beyond this door, the path to the Agon wastes lies. Once fertile plains, now sands scorched and ruined by war. May life thrive there again one day. We can only hope. Or, you know what? Maybe we can do something about it. But that looks important. This is one of those Luminoth guys. This is in a special section called Keybearer lore, which means it's very important. Luminoth data pack translated. J-Fme's testament. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. Final entry, Warrior J-Fme. Their army swells, beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Inn sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me, while they watched from safety. Cowardly mongrels, my only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. So, yeah. That entry may not have seemed all that important, but it is. You definitely want to pick that one up even if you're not going for all the logbook entries. You will find out why much later on. So, back here, there's some easily missable lore. Our heritage. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair, feeling the search was in vain. We considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Ether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon her surface. From that day forth, the Luminoth were of Ether, our blessed paradise. Well, at least it was a blessed paradise. Before we use this elevator, let's go back here. 'Cause look, it's a missile expansion. Missile expansion acquired. Maximum missile carrying capacity increased by 5. Now we can move on. Onto a whole new map in this game, the Agon Wastes. Hello. You're a logbook entry. Morphology Agon Bearerpod, living storage unit of the Luminoth. Hardy desert plant form used to store useful items. Tough epidermis can be destroyed with weapons. So yeah, these are basically containers. They're just living containers, which is really weird. But, you know, that's one of the neat things about, like, any series that takes place in space. You've got all this weird alien stuff.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, Lumite. Photosynthetic flying insectoid. Relatively harmless in shadows, powerful and invisible in the light. So they're much more dangerous in the light. That's a unique trait for a creature. Normally, it's all the things in the dark that are dangerous. Okay, so for a second I thought that thing was killed by a sandstorm, but it turns out that it wasn't. I was gonna be all, you know, Jack 3 and be like, it'll rip the flesh from your very bones, 'cause, you know, Nintendo games like this love all these descriptive death descriptions. Wow, this is a logbook entry. Morphology, Sandgrass, indigenous strain of grass adapted to desert climate. Plant requires no moisture to survive, relying exclusively on solar energy for sustenance. Okay. Can't scan those bugs, though. And that is our intro to Agon Wastes. Since we're in a new area entirely, there's surely going to be some scanning to do here, like right down here where an enemy comes out of the sand. What are you? Morphology, Sandigger. Desert-based tunneling bioform. Extremely well-armored, target exposed eyes to damage... Oh, extremely well armored. Target exposed eyes to damage this creature. Well, alright. Well, I attacked one of its heads, now to attack the head on its backside. It's got some sort of cat-dog complex here. How does it go to the bathroom? Both of its sides are heads. Structural analysis complete. Structural integrity of brimstone object at critical. Yeah, I know what I smelled, and that ain't no brimstone. Alright, I guess it is in this case. A sonic system here. That sounds important. Or maybe I just think it sounds important because I know this game. But yeah, so yeah, these are just some really weird worms, huh? But again, I really like the wacky alien stuff that's in some of this. So yeah, we should be able to break that with missiles, but we can also definitely break this with missiles. And that leads us to a save station. But okay, look. Here's more of these guys, if you missed them before, the sand bats. So, like, I kinda want to save now, but this part of the game is honestly always a part that confuses me, because, like, we've got 2 ways to go. And, like, the cutscene we saw was, like, telling us to go, like, up. I guess we have a compass in the bottom right, so I guess technically it's east where it was showing us we wanted to go. But, like, we also have this here where it clearly wants us to go. We've got another thing out here to scan. I'll scan this real quick. Let's try to get as much scanning done as we can before we finish off the video. Scan that door over there. Which, of course, we can't open yet. And, like I said, I'm not as familiar with this game as Prime 1. So, like, I don't remember for sure which way we're supposed to go. But if I had to guess, I'd say that we'll start out going this way, and it'll lead to a dead end, and then we'll have to go back up that way. That's my guess. But for now, this video is about done. We'll just save it here. And then we'll explore some more of Agon Wastes next time. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.